Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome and thanks for tuning in. Before I start with this video, I just want to quickly apologize for my lack of consistency this past week. All the videos that I tried filming since last week, for some reason something has been wrong with them. It's either the sound or the audio, or I realized when I'm about to edit that I was out of focus throughout the entire thing. It's been crazy. But my uploads are going to get back to normal after this video goes up. So this video is going to be all about brushes because I get questions on brushes all the time, especially from beginners who want to know what they should get, what they should not get, because it can get really confusing. All these brushes that you guys tend to see here on YouTube, which ones do you really need? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the ones that I consider to be really essential, and then I'm also going to be offering dupes because of price, because some of the brushes on my main list are really expensive, so I'm going to be offering some cheaper alternatives. So I'm just going to go on ahead and start. So the first brush that I strongly believe that anyone needs, I'm going to start with eyeshadow brushes and then gradually move on to face brushes. The first eyeshadow brush on my list is the MAC 224, or any blending brush that looks like this. You need something like this because they are usually really perfect for blending out really pigmented colors, especially the edges of colors like that on your crease. And this is the reason why I especially love this brush for my transition area. You guys know that I use this to apply my transition colors all the time, or to blend out like any area where two eyeshadow colors meet. This is really good because it softens that area very well, and it helps create a very nice transition. This brush sells for $32, which is quite expensive. It's a MAC brush, like I said earlier, and I have quite a few MAC brushes. And the reason why I just generally like to pay or invest in MAC brushes whenever I can is because you tend to get the quality that you pay for. This brush is close to 8 years now, and it still looks a lot better than some brushes that I got 2 years ago. The brush handle is still the same. It will shed a little bit at the beginning, but then the quality is still the same. I don't see myself replacing this brush anytime soon. It's a really good brush. If you're on a budget though, because it sells for $32, if you're on a budget and you want something that is a little bit more affordable but gets the job done as well, I would highly recommend the Sigma E40. It's a lot more thicker and a lot more dense than this one is, but then it gets the job done as well. It sells for $17, which is a lot cheaper than the MAC 224. The next brush on my list is another blending brush, and this one is a lot shorter and a lot thicker than the MAC 224 is, and this is my MAC 217. I love brushes like this for blending out crease colors. They are perfect for blending out colors on your outer corner and then in your crease as well. This is one of my favorite blending brushes in the world. This just does a better job blending out the actual colors than the edge of the color itself. A very good alternative to this is the Bdelluim 2776 brush. I've had this for like 4 years now, but then you guys can see that it doesn't really look as great as this one does. It sells for $9, which is literally a steal if you ask me, but then you can tell that I paid $9 for it because you can see how the handle is, how it looks. It started to crack irrespective of the fact that this one is a lot older than it. This one I got about 8 years ago, 7 to 8 years ago. This one I got 4 years ago. The third brush on my list is an angled brush, and this is another MAC brush. It is one of my more recent purchases. I think that I've had this for about 4 years, and it's a very flat, nice flat angled brush, and I love this brush for two different things. It's a very good brush for creating a very nice sharp winged line. So ideally this is an eyeliner brush. In all honesty, that is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to like apply eyeliners and just apply things that angle out, but then I especially love this for defining my brows. It's the one brush that I use to define underneath my brows because of how flat it is. And like all the other MAC brushes that I've shown you guys so far, it is not the cheapest angle brush that you would find. It sells for $20, but if you're on a budget and you're looking for a good alternative to this, one brush that I'd highly recommend is the Sigma E65. But then the thing is that it is really not as flat as this one is, so I still prefer to use this, but this will give you the flatness that you want, especially if you coat it with product nicely. It's just like a $5 difference, so in all honesty, I'd highly recommend that you get this one if you can and skip this one. Another eye brush that I strongly believe that everyone needs is a shading brush, and you need something that isn't too thick, too fluffy, something that wouldn't give you a very messy application. For me, that brush is the MAC 239, and it's a very nice medium-sized flat shading brush. It's not too flat, but then it's not as fluffy and as thick as most shading brushes that you would find. It gets the job done really nicely. I don't have big eyelids, and I found that the size and shape of this just makes for really good precise application for me. me. So whether you decide to get the MAC 239 or not, you need a very good medium-sized shading brush. The last eye brush for me would be a tapered crease brush. Anything that narrows down towards the tip, that looks more like a pencil than anything, you need a brush like that because they make for very precise blending, especially when you want to create like a cut crease or anything like that. They are really good for blending out colors in very small areas gently without messing any other thing up. My favorite at the moment is the Sigma E45. It doesn't come with the essential brush kit, but it's a very good brush on its own. So moving over to the face, the first brush that I'd highly recommend is a very nice blush brush. I know that a lot of people are not big on blushes, but me, I love blushes. And if you're looking for something that would really give you very precise application, especially on the cheeks, I would highly recommend this. I've had this for years. Like, I feel like anyone who has been watching my channel from the beginning has always seen me use this brush. It's the Real Techniques blush brush. I love it because of the shape that it comes in. It tapers down towards the tip, so it makes for very precise application on the cheeks without messing things up. I always just get my blush on the tip and I just work that into this area here. But Real Techniques is another brand that has some really good brushes. Their core collection is amazing and this one is amazing as well. The next brush on my list would of course be a foundation brush, and when it comes to foundation, I right now prefer brushes that are flat topped like this. They just make for easier application in my opinion, and they make it really easy for you to achieve even coverage quickly instead of taking your time and blending. This one is from a set by Juvia's Place. I've had this for a few years now. I checked the Juvia's Place website and they no longer sell this, and the reason why I love this brush so much is because of the handle that it comes with. However, one other brush that is a very good alternative to this would be the Sigma F80, and this brush is really popular here on YouTube. I shouldn't even have shown you guys this one because it's no longer available for purchase, but this one is, and it sells for $25. It's a really good brush. Trust me, it's not overhyped. And to set that foundation, I'd highly recommend that you get a powder brush. My favorite is the Sigma F30. It's very nice and soft and fluffy. It comes with the essential brush kit, but I think that on its own it sells for $30. You need something like this to set your entire face. I love this one so much. The ninth brush that I strongly believe that you need for good makeup application is a small contour brush. This is a Sigma F05. It doesn't come with the essential brush kit, so I got this on its own. However, I also love the Sephora small contour brush as well. This one is more expensive than this one is. You guys should please excuse the way that most of my brushes look. I use them to apply my makeup before this video, so they look a little bit dirty. But then this one is one that I also love to use a lot. I like to use the two of them the same day. Like, sometimes I want a very big contour and I go with this. Sometimes I want a very sharp, precise contour and I go with this. But the reason why this one is not on my main list is because of access. Sephora does not deliver to Nigeria and you cannot get Sephora products here in Nigeria, but Sigma does deliver to Nigeria. So the last brush on my list would be a small highlights brush. I prefer brushes like this to, let's say, fan brushes like this, because these ones are a little bit messy and then it takes a lot of layering with this one to get a very good, nice pigmented highlights on your cheekbones. But with this one, they do the job very quickly and effectively. They pick up a lot of product at once and they just apply it in the area where you need it really quickly. My favorite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills 823 highlight brush. Any brush that looks like this would do. You can actually be someone that loves this instead of this, but irrespective of what type of brush you like for your highlighter, you do need a brush for your highlighter. So these are the 10 brushes that I believe that you need. You honestly just need these brushes to create really good looks without going out to look for anything. If you decide to take the Sigma route after watching this video, that is, if you decide to go and buy Sigma brushes, know that I have a discount code with Sigma. This video is not sponsored, but I do have a discount code with Sigma. If you use the code Dimma, you get a 10% off at checkout and save some money. I hope that you guys found this video helpful, and I cannot believe this, but I forgot to mention my trusty old beauty blender. This is also something that is really nice. It's not a brush, but then the beauty blender is something that I would highly recommend, especially for blending out foundation if you don't like brushes, and for blending out concealers as well. It works really great. So get you a beauty blender. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Don't forget to thumbs it up if you liked it and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.